All these things I told you in private mentorship that you laughed at me and said these things were never going to happen. I told you beef prices were going to be so astronomically overpriced. You got to prepare for all that stuff. I told you everything was going to be expensive. I told you the metal market was going to go through the roof. There it is. It's happened. And I'm telling you, it's going to get worse. And if you don't buckle down and take this serious, you're going to miss the opportunity to breadwin when you're going to need it. As long as the markets are available to us, and I believe there's a time coming when we won't be able to do that. Over in UK, they have an idea they're trying to push, digital ID. You can't work unless you get this, and they're trying to push to get through their parliament, their time in parliament. You know what that sounds like to me? Revelation chapter 13. Unless you have the mark, you can't buy or sell, which means you can't eat. You don't think it's going to be easy or difficult for them to say, you have to have these things, these documents, this mode of identification for you to participate in speculation in the marketplace. If I'm still here and that happens, I won't be trading. I'm okay. I'm okay with it. I've done enough. But maybe you haven't done enough yet. So it's a call to action. It's a call to stir you up to be diligent about this. It doesn't mean get out there and start betting heavy, putting everything on trades and try to win the lottery type windfall. It means that you have to take it serious. Keep what you have. Don't risk too much. Using things that I've taught, and hopefully, and I see a lot of these comments all the time in X replies to me and email. I get tons and tons of emails. Can you teach about trade psychology or psychology in a broad scope? Every time I'm talking, that's what I'm doing. And that's why a lot of the younger folks simply don't want to listen. They say, you go on, you rant too much. And when I see that, I delete you. Like I will never, you'll see your post appear in my stuff, but I'm never reading you again. Because what you're showing me is that you're someone that feels entitled. You think you know how to learn and should be taught. Then if you want to be the teacher, teach yourself. Be self-taught. Don't come to me. Don't come to anybody. You're smart enough to figure it out on your own. That's what you're saying when you say things like that. And you're proving that you're impatient. And I'm telling you, if you have those characteristics, you're going to fail. That's an absolute guaranteed model of future failure. And it will tend to repeat because you won't see what you're doing is wrong. You're just going to keep doing it until you figure it out. And you take out your frustrations on people like me that want to spend our time for free, building you up, edifying you, encouraging you, showing you what works and proving that it works, like Swiss timepiece precision. And it costs you nothing but 15 to 18 minutes to listen to a video. And when you do it twice the speed, hey, you can get me telling you how to do in 9 minutes now. And you're getting PDFs made for you. Yeah, leaving the ideas of classical analysis and showcasing the elements of inefficiencies through the wicks. That's what we've been focusing on the last 2 weeks. And by having this focus on it, it has hopefully put a spotlight on how you as a developing student of price action, you as someone that's studying my life's work and smart money concepts, finding the continuity that's available and specifically aiming for very particular PD arrays because they form around these quadrants. When we grade these inefficiencies, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency, BISI, SIBI, fair value gaps. And we had the same perspective applied to a candlestick wick, above or below the candlestick body. When we have that, what you're looking at is the reference points that the algorithm is going to go to. It's not the number of orders that depth of market level 2 data. It has absolutely, listen, test it. Prove to see whether I'm telling you the truth or not. This has always been the challenge. I've come out here and tell you all the time. Spend some time with what I'm teaching you and see if it isn't how it works. See if it doesn't hold up better than anything else. See if it isn't the closest thing to perfection you can ever find in market analysis concepts. See, retail, you have a plethora of things that don't even agree. But the common consensus is this is why the markets go up and down. It's always doing the same thing. It's support and resistance. Really? Because I make a mockery of support and resistance. I literally make a joke out of that. You don't know what high and low to use. None of these books teach you to do that, but they have the perfect example in hindsight. And here's good old ICT coming out here. Mild-mannered, middle-aged man. Some of you might argue that's not middle-aged now, is it? But I'm middle-aged, baby. Here's what the market's really going to do. And we sit back and we wait and we watch and it delivers. I'm not out here beating my chest. I'm not here grandstanding. I'm not here bragging and boasting. I'm saying, are you paying attention? Are you taking notice of this? Because I had a guy, I broomed on X. This is the type of response that literally I block you. Okay. Like, I don't have any tolerance for stupidity now. I have no tolerance for ignorance. I have no tolerance for the low end, low energy troll. I have no energy for that. I have too much time that I need to apply to other personal things. Like, I'm not that ICT anymore. Someone that comes to my profile on X or leaves a comment in my videos, they'll say, you talk about this level and talk about that level, but if the market would have went here, you would have said that level too. And I'm talking specifically in response to, as I called out the discount array or wick on the daily chart. And I said, pay attention, grade it. And it nailed the quadrant. And I mentioned the fair value gap as well that I was trading down to on a daily chart. Go back and look at my post on X. I don't delete anything. If there's a typo, it stays there. It stays there. If I feel like it needs to be amplified, I'll put another post behind it, saying what I really want to say. But honestly, I'm 53 years old now and I'm losing concern about that. I'm relaxing. It's a lot easier for me to sleep at night not worrying about the little details anymore. I've said enough. But the fair value gap with that discount wick and the very specific quadrant, the first one it's going to come to, they agree. And that fair value gap doesn't close entirely. Oh. See, that's what you should have gotten, young man, instead of opening your mouth, talking through ignorance. Because you're frustrated because you want someone to give it to you easy, nice and lubed. No. 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 When you learn through frustration, impatience, and pain. That's how you learn. I can't remove that from you. That part's always going to be there. The back testing part of it, the journaling, all that stuff is required. And the people that say it's not are the same people that blow accounts over and over and over again, and they beat their chest and say they're the best in the planet. It's foolishness. It's an oxymoron. Look at me not doing what I say I should be able to do, but it's for entertainment and shock value. That's what everyone's paying attention to right now. That's what everyone's looking at right now. They're all being entertained by people that don't know how to do what they say they're supposed to know how to do. And all I'm trying to do is simply remind you in a mild-mannered way, look right here. Pay attention to that. What does it say to you when price is behaving in that area? I called your attention to it. And then I put the little Harry Potter wands pointing up. And it stopped going lower and went straight up from there. Oh. Oh. Oh, now I get it. I get it. No, you don't. You don't get it. Unless you show up every day,